Hello and welcome back, lovely people, and this is episode 4 in my Voodoo deity series. And in this episode, I'll be talking about my favourite deity in Voodoo, Papa Legba. Just to warn you, got some Reba hay fever. This is going to be interesting. So, Papa Legba is the most important loa in the Voodoo religion and acts as the gatekeeper that allows practitioners to communicate and interact with the other loa. He is the deity of crossroads and controls the gates between our world and the spirit world. Therefore, he is the first invoked in ritual. He is mostly associated with stray dogs and looks like an old black man with crutches. Legba's symbol includes a straw hat and a pipe with tobacco. Now, anyone who loves and rescues dogs is already in my good book. So in Haiti, he is the great elocutioner. Legba facilitates communication, speech and understanding. He is commonly associated with dogs. Papa Legba is invoked at the beginning of every ceremony. Papa Legba has origins in the historic... Papa Legba has his origins in the historic West African kingdom of Dahomey, located within present-day Benin. He usually appears as an old man on a crutch or with a cane, wearing a broad-brimmed straw hat and smoking a pipe, or drinking dark rum. The dog is sacred to him. Legba is synchronized with St. Peter, St. Lazarus and St. Anthony. His veve incorporates a walking cane on the right side. Offerings to him include candy. Legba is a favourite loa of children due to his jolly grandpa-like image. He's often tasked with babysitting and distracting children, a typical male role in the matriarchal religion, while more serious rituals are performed by the adults. To be honest, if they ever had him in a film, the first thought of who comes to mind, who can play him, is Morgan Freeman. Because every time I think of Papa Legba, the image I get is that of Morgan Freeman. In his study of the Delta Blues, Robert Palmer discusses the appearance of Legba in blues lyrics and lore. Palmer notes that Legba can be identified as the devil, Papa Legba and the black man throughout the history of the blues. It is also made clear in the ethnomusicologist Bruno Blum's text for the CD box set Voodoo in America, where reference to Papa Legba, deity of roads and crossroads, in Robert Johnson's iconic song Crossroads is explained. There is extensive referencing to Voodoo in the Sprawl trilogy 1984 to 1988 by William Gibson. In the second book, Count Zero, 1986, Papa Legba stands at the gateway to cyberspace as the master of roads and pathways, with other loa appearing throughout the book. Papa Legba and Voodoo appear again in Spook Country 2007, a book from one of Gibson's other trilogies. A 1985 episode of the TV miniseries Miami Vice, Season 2, Episode 8, Tale of the Goat, centres on a malign voodoo priest by the name of Papa Legba, played by Clarence Williams III. In keeping with the image of Legba, often conceptualised in Haitian Voodoo subculture, Papa Legba is depicted as controlling the gateway to the spiritual world through the use of drugs, walking with the aid of crutches and smoking a pipe. The musical group Talking Heads made a song named after him. The song can be found on their 1986 album and soundtrack to the David Bryan film of the same name, True Stories. Or YouTube, you can get on YouTube these days. The Danish band Voltbeats features what appears to be a cartoon interpretation of Papa Legba in their 2017 animated video for The Black Rose. Papa Legba is a recurring character in American Horror Story, played by Lance Reddick, appearing in the 3rd and 8th season as a gatekeeper of the afterlife. He is an acquaintance of Marie Laveau, having granted her immortality for the offering of one innocent child every year. Papa Legba's portrayal in the show has attracted some criticism, with many noting that the portrayal of Papa Legba was more similar to Baron Samedi than the mythical Papa Legba himself, which is true, because also both Samedi and Legba aren't cruel nor demonic. If done accurately, then Legba would be more akin to, say, Morgan Freeman's character, or his interpretation of God in Bruce and Evan Almighty. Not some wicked demon that makes bargains, but a wise, compassionate and loving character. And there you have it, Papa Legba. Like I said, he's one of my favourite deities and would love to see him on the big screen, especially played by what I think would be a good choice, and that would be Morgan Freeman. So hey, thanks for watching. Until next video, take care and be well.